Where are the best places to get embroidery blanks? I'm sharing my top spots with you. Welcome to the Sewing Report. I'm Jen. This channel is all about making sewing and crafts fun and approachable. I have bought a lot of items to personalize with my embroidery machine, so I want to do kind of a quick video and go over my best places where I get embroidery blanks. And if you're brand new to embroidery machines, I would highly encourage you to check out the playlists I have all about machine embroidery. I will link them below in the description box. When it comes to embroidery, I mainly stick to these two areas: home items, things like towels, and apparel. T-shirts, sweatshirts, that type of thing. I'm also pretty cheap, so all of these options are fairly budget friendly. All right, this one's gotta be my number one. It's Target, guys. No surprise here. Great quality, good prices. So here's what I normally do. I buy a lot of my towels there. Whenever I see a good towel or a towel set, I'll just pick it up, especially if it's on clearance. I have a reserve stash of embroidery blanks that I can use for gifts at any time. In fact, I just got these delivered today. These are Project 62 kitchen towels. Good quality, 100% cotton. These are hand towels and bath towels. I believe these sets were about $10 each. Last year I picked up these super cute $10 throw blankets. This is by their in-house brand, Opal House. I got this in yellow and pink. They kind of hung around my house for a while. I gave the pink one away as a birthday gift a while ago, and this one I'm still saving, but it was a great deal, and these are so multi-purpose. You can use them for lots of different occasions and for different recipients, so perfect just to have on hand. With Target, I do shopping both in store and online. One thing I like about online shopping is that you have a very wide selection. Everything is easy to find. Plus, when it's shipped to you, I think it's free shipping over $35 for orders. And all of the embroidery blanks come pre-packaged in plastic bags. So I find that's very handy for when you're storing these away. They won't get dirty and they kind of stay nice. When I'm shopping in store, I will often look at those Target end caps. You know, the aisle end caps. Look for all of the clearance items. I have found some really great stuff on those end caps, anything from sheet sets for like 10 bucks to, again, blankets, pillows, pretty much anything you can imagine. But Target is a great spot for embroidery blanks. I personally find the quality level for most of the items is very good. I haven't had very many duds from Target, so that's why Target is number one in my heart. Number two is Ikea. I have found plenty of great finds at Ikea. The price is always right. I do find the quality of the textiles can be a bit hit or miss. I picked up this really cute kitchen apron a while ago. I'm still waiting for the right occasion. I also did a very thick cotton bath mat from Ikea. It was $6, and I managed to monogram my last name initial on it, and it actually worked out pretty well. I've purchased everything from bedding to pillow covers to fabric there to towels, and generally things are pretty good there, although I find when you get to the super cheap price level at Ikea, the quality can be a little bit dicey, so watch out for that. But generally, Ikea has been very good to me, so I gotta give them a shout out. Let's talk about apparel. My number one spot for getting apparel items is JiffyShirts.com. This is an online-only website, and they sell at more wholesale bulk pricing. They have tons and tons of stuff, especially things like t-shirts and sweatshirts. I've also purchased jackets from there. I've gotten hats. The hats are ridiculously low priced, although hint, if you're going to do a hat, you need to get one of those like very unstructured hats, and it's still going to be very challenging if you have a single needle embroidery machine, but it can certainly be done. The prices are fantastic, and I believe they have shipping at like $59 and up, something along those lines. Endless amounts of colors, sizes, and brands. The quality can be hit or miss with this one, depending on the brand and also the material you're choosing. I've noticed I've had fewer issues with the 100% cotton items and more issues with the polyester or the poly blend items. Sometimes after I've thrown them in the wash for a few cycles, I will get pilling on the items, so I would recommend sampling these items on a smaller level before you go all in on JiffyShirts. But generally you can get some amazing prices on t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, hats, stuff like that. They even have tote bags and some really random items. I have not tried everything from JiffyShirts.com, but again, you really need to see the item before you buy like 100 of them. This is a Hanes sweatshirt I got from Amazon, and that is one of my other top spots for buying embroidery blanks. Now, a couple things to note about Amazon. Obviously, with Amazon, the quality is all over the place, and you do have to be careful when you're buying a lot of non-name brand items. Some of them are okay, some of them might be a little dicey with the clothes. I personally don't buy a lot of clothes from Amazon for that reason, but you can get some amazing deals depending on the time of year. With Amazon, the prices are very fluid, so I can't even give you prices for the items I bought because they're certainly going to be different, but I'll be linking all of these resources down below in the description box. And I will say this about both Amazon and JiffyShirts.com. JiffyShirts.com is not always the cheapest source for blanks, so do a lot of price comparisons. Sometimes I can get some amazing prices from Amazon. Sometimes Amazon's not the cheapest, so you really need to shop around and make sure you're getting the best price. And last, I do want to talk about this source and why I kind of do and don't recommend it at the same time, and that's thrifting items. I think thrifting can be great for a lot of reasons. I've done some thrifting myself. I personally would only recommend thrift stores for practice items. Now, this can be very handy because often you end up wasting a lot of material or like trying to troubleshoot a project, stitching out practice, which is something I definitely encourage you to do. Do test stitch outs. So I think places like Goodwill and thrift stores have their place with embroidery in terms of getting items to practice on. You can get some really great deals on things like sweatshirts or thicker material if you want to practice on that. Here's why I firsthand will not recommend thrift stores for items you're going to personalize as gifts in particular. One, because the items are not new. Some people would not have an issue with it. Other people would be bothered by getting somebody else's used clothes. The other thing I will tell you about Goodwill from my own firsthand experience with getting their quote-unquote new items, the quality was really bad. I bought a couple sets of kitchen towels from Goodwill during a thrifting trip I showed here on the channel, and I was really excited about them. I was like, oh cool, I can get some towels, I can embellish them with my embroidery machine. Great. If y'all haven't been in a Goodwill lately, the prices are not as cheap as they used to be. So I paid, I think it was like $3 for $3 or $4 for a set of 2 towels. You're like, okay, not bad. In fact, I just paid $6 to $8 for a set of 2-pack towel from Target, right? So that's still cheaper. Here's the thing. When I actually opened up the packages, I found these new towels weren't so new. They were like factory seconds or factory like mistakes because the towels were really janky. So when I got them, I noticed that you know how when you get a towel and then it'll like the ends will be binded up or they'll be like a selvage edge. These were like a mistake. Like one of them was like a selvage edge and then the other side was a bound hem, that type of thing. And here's the weird part is that the actual towels themselves had bare spots in the towels where somebody had tried to very badly darn and fix. So I was really bummed because I planned on using those towels for gifts, thinking they were new, and then when I opened them, I was like, what the crap is this? So that's why I personally cannot recommend you use thrifted items for gifts for people. But again, for practice, test stitch outs, totally fine. In fact, I found a really cool hoodie that I embroidered for the BTS concert. That worked out fine, but that was an item for myself. So I think it depends on what the project is. But if you're going to be gifting stuff, I don't know if the thrift store is the way to go. And if you have a great place for embroidery blanks that you didn't see on this list, let me know down below in the comments. I'd love to know about them. I'm always looking for new places to go. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I'm Jen with the Sewing Report. I'll see you guys again in the next video. And remember, whatever you're doing, make it fun.